Hello, my dear little shining stars. How are you all? I hope you all are doing really very well. In our today's class, we are going to start your chapter number 7, and the name of this chapter is Verb Tenses. In this chapter, my dear student, we are going to see the verb words in the tense form. Okay? So, what is the meaning of tense? If you remember, in your previous classes, we have discussed tense, but in brief. Okay? There are three types of tenses. Okay? So, in this chapter, we are going to see the detail of this tenses, and as well as we are also going to do some activities based on verb tenses. So come with me and let's explore the chapter. Tells you when a person did something or when something existed or happened. Now, verb, action word. It tells us that what type of action is performed by subject of the sentence. Okay, but if tense is added with the verb in the sentence, then it shows about the time, that at what time this action is performed. Okay, so at what time this action is performed. So the main work of the tense which is present in the sentence with the verb, it tells us about. Okay, it tells us about when an action is performed by person, animal, thing or object. Okay, next one. There are three main tenses. I already told you there are three main tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. Now what is the meaning of present tense? See, the verb that refers to the present time is said to be in the present tense. Example, I write this letter to help you. So present tense means the action which is performing you, or the action which is performed by you at this moment. Okay, the action which is performed by you right at this moment is called as your present tense. Right, like I'm teaching you right now. Okay, I'm taking your classes. It means what? I'm performing an action but in present form of tense. Okay, example, you can say I write this letter to help you. Okay, but now what about past tense? What about past tense? Let's see. The verb that refers to the past time is in the past tense. Example, I wrote this letter yesterday. Okay, so the verb word which tells us about the action performed. Okay, the verb word which tells us that this action is already performed. Okay, that this action is already performed. Okay, yesterday, maybe day before yesterday. Okay, so they are called as past tense. Example, you can see I wrote this letter yesterday. Okay, the third type of tense is future tense. The verb that refers to the future time is in the future tense. Okay, so the verb word which tells us that this activity we are going to perform in upcoming time. Okay, so this is called as our future tense. Example, you can see I shall write another letter for tomorrow. Okay, so my dear student, I hope the concept of verb plus tense is clear to you all. Okay, we can see we are talking about three main type of tenses. This is present tense, this is past tense, and this is all about our future tense. Okay, now come with me and let's see in detail about this tenses. So first of all, we are going to see in detail what is the meaning of simple present tense. Okay, let's see the meaning of simple present tense. Simple present tense is used. So when we are going to use simple present tense, say to express a habitual action, whenever we are talking about the habitual action. Okay, so it means we are talking about present tense. Example, you can see I get up at 5 a.m. every day. Okay, it is a habit of a boy or girl that they woke up at 5 a.m. every day. Okay, so this sentence tells us about simple present tense. The second one, to express a universal truth or fact. Whenever we are talking about universal truth, means this truth can't change by anyone. Okay, so in this case we are going to use simple present tense. Example, you can see honey is sweet. It is universal truth. Okay, now the third category, to express an action taking place in the immediate present. Whenever any action which take place with the ongoing action, means one action is already ongoing, but immediately at that time another action is performed. Okay, so in this case we also use simple present tense, like here comes the bus. Now the next, to indicate the present period. Okay, example, he has a big garden. To express a future fixed action, the train starts at 5 p.m. Okay, so to indicate the present period, wherever we are talking about the present thing which is present in front of us, like he has a big garden, you can see with your own naked eye that yes, he has a big garden. Here we also use simple present tense. Now the last, to express a future fixed action, whenever we are talking about the action which we are going to perform in future but at a fixed period of time. Okay, in this case we are also going to use simple present tense. Example, you can say the train starts at 5 p.m. Okay, so in all these cases we use our simple present tense. Now the second one, simple past tense. When we use simple past tense, okay, earlier here we can see when we are going to use simple present tense. Now we are going to see when we use simple past tense. Here, my dear student, action is already performed. Here we are not performing the action, or where we are not going to perform any action. Here action is already performed. But when it is performed, let's see. Simple past tense is used in the past. Okay, simple past tense is always used. Okay, always used or always talk about the past things. Example, you can see here, to indicate an action completed, often occurring with an adverb of time or without an adverb of time, the time being implied. Okay, see here, my dear student, action is already completed. Okay, here action is already completed. Example, you can see, I read the letter yesterday, I didn't sleep well. But see, here action is already performed, but we don't know the exact time. Sometimes we know the exact time when action is performed, but sometimes we don't know when action is performed. Okay, so in this both cases, we use simple past tense. Example, you can see, I read the letter yesterday. Here we know at what time this action is performed. Yesterday. I didn't sleep well. In this case, we don't know when this action is performed, but this action is already performed, but we don't know about the time. Okay. Now the second one, for past habits or repeated action, wherever we are talking about the action which is repeatedly ongoing. Okay. And if we are talking about any habits which is performed in the past tense. Example, you can see, he always carried a bag. Okay. Now the third one, where we are going to use simple past tense to denote an action which continues for some time in the past. Here comes another circumstances where we use a simple past tense whenever we are talking about any action which is performed, okay, which is performed continuously, okay, which is performed continuously for some time, but in the past. Here we are talking about the continuous performance of any action, but in past. Okay, example, you can see, we studied Hindi for 2 years. So here you know how many period of time, okay, for 2 years. Okay, this is the example of past tense. Okay, so in this cases, my dear student, we are going to use simple past tense. Now we are going to see when we will use simple future tense. Let's see. Simple future tense is used for an action that is still to take place. Example, I shall see him tomorrow. Okay, so we use simple future tense when any action is still to be performed in upcoming future. Okay, means we are talking about that action which is still pending to be performed in future. Example, you can say, I shall see him tomorrow. Here the action will be performed tomorrow. Other ways of expressing the future. So this is one way in which we use simple future tense. Apart from this, we are also going to see some other cases where we are going to use our simple future tense. Using simple present tense for official programs and timetable. Whenever we are talking about any official program and the time which is related with these programs, in this case, we also use simple future tense. Example, the school opens at 10th July. The school opens on 10th July. Okay. The second term when we are going to use our simple future tense, using present continuous tense when we talk of something that we plan to do in the near future. Whenever we are talking about present continuous tense. Now, what is the meaning of continuous tense? Means the action is continuously ongoing. Okay, the action is continuously ongoing. Maybe it was in past tense, maybe it is in present tense, or maybe it will be in your future tense. Okay. So whenever we are talking about present continuous tense, okay, in this case we also use our simple future tense. Example, you can see, he is arriving this evening. Okay, he is arriving this evening. Okay, but how it is related with continuous tense? He is arriving this evening. If he is arriving, it means what? He is already traveling. Okay. Now, using will, shall, be, going to. If you are talking about simple future tense, then we use these three words: will, shall, be, going to. Okay, example, you can see, I will see him tomorrow. Okay, my dear student, we use will. Okay, where we use will, whenever we are talking about that thing which is whenever we are talking about anything for which we are sure that yes, I'm going to do this, then you are going to use will. And shall whenever you have doubt. Okay, so I will see him tomorrow. Here it is confirmed that I'm going to see him tomorrow. That's why the sentence is written like this: I will see him tomorrow. Okay, now by using going to and be about to describe the speaker's intention to do something in fairly near future. Whenever we are using going to and be about to, this two type of future tense words, it means what, my dear student? We are describing the action, okay, or we are describing the intention of a speaker of that sentence, which is possible, okay, which is possible in nearby future. Example, you can say, I'm going to think about it. Okay, it is possibility that yes, I'm going to think about it. Okay, so this is all about our three type of tenses. Okay, so present tense, past tense, and future tense. Okay, now come with me and let's see the activity sheet number 31. Here, what we have to do, let's see. Change the verb into the correct form. Here, my dear student, you can see some sentences are written here, which we have to fill, which we are going to complete in the form of filling the blanks. Okay, and the words which we are going to fill in this blanks, they are present in brackets, but they are not present in their correct form. First of all, we are going to correct them, then only we are going to fill the blanks. Okay, first one is London dash under bracket be in England. So how we are going to convert it? How we are going to correct this be verb word? Let's see. London is in England. Okay, because London be in England. Does it sound correctly? No. London is in England. Okay. Second one. The summer dash be hot. The summer is hot. Third one. She dash drive very well. She drives very well. Fourth one. They dash open the store at AM. Okay. See, my dear students, sometimes what happens in any type of tense, maybe it is in future tense, maybe it is in past tense, or maybe it is in present tense. Okay, we are not going to change the form of the word. Okay, so here in this sentence, open, it is a verb word. We are not going to change the form of this word. Okay, they opening the store at 8 a.m. Is it correct? They opened the store at a.m. It is correct. Or they opened the store at 8 a.m. Which is correct? The third one. Okay, they opened the store at 8 a.m. Fifth one, I dash several jobs. I has several jobs. I have several jobs. Or I had several jobs. Okay, I have several jobs. Similarly, in this way, you are going to complete the rest of the filling the blanks by changing the form of the verb word which is given in this brackets. Now, activity sheet number 32. Let's see here what we have to do. Complete the text with the simple past form of the verb. Here, my dear student, a passage is written here. Okay, what we are going to do? We are going to change the form of the verb word which is also written under brackets, and then we are going to rewrite this passage in the space given below. Okay. So in what way we are going to change? Some I'm going to fill for you and rest of the you will complete with your own. Yesterday morning, I dash get up at 7. So it is talking about yesterday. It means we are talking about past tense. So the past tense of get will be got. Yesterday morning, I got up at 7 and I have a shower at 7:10. So the past tense of have will be had. I had. Then I dash have a glass of orange juice and some toast for breakfast. I had. Okay. At 7:30, I dash go to school. Okay. So at 7:30, I went to school. Rest of the filling the blanks, you are going to fill. Okay. Now activity sheet number 33. Here what we will have to do. Filling the blanks with simple future tense. Okay. First activity which we have completed is based on present tense. Second is based on past tense. Now this activity sheet number 33 is based on our simple future tense. Okay. First one is filling the blanks with the simple future tense. First one is you should go with them, otherwise you dash get bored. Here verb word is written under bracket. Now we are going to convert this verb word in future tense. So now in what way we are going to write it? Let's see. You should go with them, otherwise you will get bored. You will get bored. Now I am starving. Second one, I am starving. I dash a big burger. I am starving. I will have a big burger. Third one, if you come early, I dash cook a nice meal for you. If you come early, I will cook a nice. Okay, I will cook a nice meal for you. Fourth one, I promise I, under bracket, not disappoint you ever again. I promise I will not. I will not disappoint you ever again. Fifth one, government dash help you if you can't afford to pay your medical bills. Government will help you. Okay, similarly, rest of the filling the blanks you are going to fill. Now we are going to see about the continuous tense, means the action is ongoing. Okay, so first of all, we are going to talk about present continuous tense. So when we are going to use present continuous tense, let's see. For an action going on at the time of speaking, example, the boys are playing football. Whenever we are talking, okay, and at that moment action is ongoing, like right now I'm taking the class for you. Okay, so this sentence is presented in the form of present continuous tense because right now I'm taking your class. Okay, this is a continuous process. Okay, so my dear student, whenever any action which is ongoing at the present moment of the time is come under the category of present continuous tense. Example, you can see the boys are playing football. At this moment, the boys are playing football. Okay, now for a temporary solution which may not actually be happening at the time of speaking. Whenever we are talking about a temporary solution which is actually not happening at this time. Okay, in this case, we are also going to use present continuous tense. Example, you can see, I am reading Tom Sawyer. Not reading at the moment. Here, the sentence is talking about that I am reading Tom Sawyer. But right now, I'm not reading about him. Okay, for an action planned in the near future, whenever we are planning any action which we are going to perform in our nearby future, we here in this case we also use our present continuous tense. Like, I am going to the circus tonight. Here I'm going to circus tonight, not right at this moment, but I'm going. Okay, so here we are going to use present continuous tense. For a repeated or habitual action used with the adverb like always, continually, constantly, very etc. example. Okay, so whenever we are talking about any repeated action or any habitual action, here we also use our present continuous tense. Example, you can see he is always helping the weak. Okay, now past continuous tense, where we use past continuous tense. Let's see. Past continuous tense is used to denote an action going on sometime in the past. Whenever we are talking about any action which is ongoing, but okay, which is ongoing at a certain point of time, but in the past. Here we use past continuous tense. Example, you can see she was whipping bitterly. Okay, she was whipping means was. Okay, it means she was whipping bitterly. Whipping means crying. Okay, now with an adverb all emphasizing continuity or with still emphasizing duration. Okay, see, whenever we are going to use any emphasizing word, emphasizing means whenever we are putting a pressure on any particular word, but in the past. Here we also use our past continuous tense. Example, it was raining all night. Okay, now the third circumstances, for persistent habits in the past used with always, continuously, continually. Example, he was always grumbling. Whenever we are talking about the habits, but in the past. Okay, in this case also we are going to use our past continuous tense. Example, you can see he was always grumbling. Grumbling is its habit. Used in making polite enquiries, whenever we are making any enquiry, but in a polite manner in the past. Example, I was wondering if you could help me. Okay, now let's see where we are going to use future continuous tense. Future continuous tense is used to represent an action going on at some time in the future. For the first case, where we use future continuous tense, okay, when we are talking about any action which is still to be happen, okay, which is still to be happen but in the future. Okay, example, you can see the guest will be arriving any time now. Okay, here we are talking about the guest who is going to be arrive, who will be arriving at our home any moment of that time. Okay, now the second one, for future events that are planned. Okay, if we have make a plan, okay, if we have make a plan, okay, but the action in this plan is going to be happen in the future. In this case, we are going to use our future continuous tense. Example, you can see he will be meeting us next month. Okay, this meeting is already fixed, but this meeting is going to be happen in upcoming next month. Okay, in the interrogative form, this tense is used to ask a polite question. Whenever we are talking about interrogative form, now what is the meaning of interrogative form? I hope you all remember. Interrogation, simple, means asking question. Okay, so whenever we are asking a question, in this question, this tense is used in the future continuous tense, like, but in a very polite way. Remember this thing. You will be doing it in our absence. Okay, so my dear student, we all have seen our present continuous tense, past continuous tense and future continuous tense. Now come with me and let's complete the exercise based on this continuous tense. So activity sheet number 34, here what we are going to do, complete the following sentences using present continuous tense. Here my dear student, filling the blanks is given. Okay, again we are going to change the form of the verb. Okay, and we are going to convert this verb words in future in present continuous tense. Okay, let's see. Jason dash do his homework at the moment. Okay, so Jason is doing his homework at the moment. Okay, whenever we are talking about continuous tense, it means what I'm talking about, not only me, even we. Okay, we are talking about ing form of the word. Okay, Jason is doing. Okay, second one, Tom dash work on a project nowadays. Okay, Tom is working, and here why I am using is, why not are and any other words, because we are talking about singular form of the noun or pronoun. Some people dash wait to talk to you. Some people are waiting. Okay, here we are talking about the plural form of the noun or pronoun. Okay, some people are waiting to talk to you. Okay, some people are waiting to talk to you. Fourth one, dash, he study for his exam right now. Is he studying? Okay, so he, sorry, is he studying for his exams right now? Next one, does she play the piano? No. Is she playing? Is she Is she playing the piano? Now, okay. So rest of the 6, 7, 8, you are going to complete with your own. Now activity sheet number 35. Here what we are going to do, filling the blanks with the past continuous tense. Here my dear student, in this filling the blanks, we are going to convert this verb words, but in past continuous form. Laura dash a book and some messages. Read and write. So Laura was reading. Laura was reading a book and writing. Laura was reading a book and writing some messages. Second one, I dash read when the lights went out. I was reading. I was reading when the lights went out. Third one, she dash washed the clothes. She was washing the clothes. I dash cooked dinner when the visitors arrived. Okay, so I was cooking the dinner. I was cooking dinner when the visitors arrived. Okay, Julia dash do her homework at 8 p.m. Julia was doing her homework at 8 p.m. Similarly, rest of the filling the blanks you are going to fill with your own. Now, my dear student, what we are going to complete? Activity sheet number 36. See, write the correct verb in the blank place and tick the suitable option. Here, my dear student, again we are going to see fill in the blanks. Okay, but here verb words are not given in the bracket. They are presented in front of us in the form of options. Okay, first of all, we are going to select the correct option. Then we are going to put a tick mark on them, and then we are going to write those couple of words in this filling the blanks. Now, the first one is Tom dash birthday this Tuesday. Tom will celebrate birthday this Tuesday, or Tom will be celebrating birthday this week, because here we are talking about future but in continuous form, and continuous means verb plus ing. Okay, so Tom will be celebrating. She dash for Barcelona tonight. She will be leaving or will have left. Okay, she will be leaving. Here we are talking about present continuous tense. She will be leaving. Now the third one, Michael dash a picnic this Saturday. Michael will be enjoying a picnic this Saturday. Fourth, he dash for his business. He will be planning for his business. Okay, similarly, my dear student, you are going to complete the rest of the filling the blanks. Okay, in this way, my dear student, we have completed your chapter number 7. Okay, now just go thoroughly through this chapter and complete all the leftover exercise. Okay, now I'm taking leave and going to meet with you all in our next class with a new chapter. Till then, my dear students, you have to take very good care of yourself and as well as put a smile on your face. Bye.